We know that 45% of our children in the Bahamas are overweight or obese. 69% of them drink a carbonated beverage every single day, according to research. And the Bahamas is #1 in the Caribbean as far as childhood obesity. Not to mention being #1 in the world for obesity. Sorry, #6 in the world for obesity. We are #1 in the Caribbean for childhood obesity. So today we're going to talk about the amount of sugar in our sugar-sweetened beverages. We're talking about energy drinks. We're talking about sodas. We're talking about canned drinks, canned juices, powder mixes. So we're going to start with some demonstrations. Okay, so this is, right here we have what 10 teaspoons of sugar looks like. So if you can get a look at this. And this has 10 teaspoons of sugar in it as well.
Oh my goodness.
So,
but I thought they said that was a healthy drink.
Yeah.
So portion size is important. So you don't need to drink this whole can. Matter of fact, water is the beverage of choice. But let's demonstrate. Well, first of all, we look at the sugar content in these drinks right here. So we have this orange flavored soda. 20 teaspoons of sugar in this beverage. 20 teaspoons.
So double as much.
Double what's in that can.
Yeah.
So up,
She's
count out 20 so that we can see exactly what that looks like.
Okay. And so while she's counting that out, this is very important because we know that drinking one of these drinks every day can increase your risk of obesity, especially in our children, by 60%, and can actually cause you to put on up to 25 pounds in 1 year. Okay, so even if I know a lot of persons like to drink their drinks, this again, 10 teaspoons. Coconut water, 10 teaspoons of sugar. All of this sugar in the coconut water, okay?
I have a question. Is this, so this is in the canned coconut water?
Canned coconut
so
water.
Is that different than getting it from
Fresh
the
out of the coconut,
No
need to worry about
Okay.
that, okay?
Right.
But if you're drinking it canned, just remember that they can hold up to 10 teaspoons of sugar.
Okay.
So I just counted out 20 teaspoons so everybody can see what this looks like whenever you consume this bottle of orange flavored soda. Okay?
Wow.
So you wouldn't give your child this and say, here, have this, have a nice day. So you're doing the same thing if you give them a bottled soda and say, okay, this is to go with your lunch, or this is to go with dinner. This is what you're giving to your child. So we have this culture here in the Bahamas where it's normal to see a child drinking carbonated beverage early in the morning, in the afternoon, dinner time, so they could have 2, 3, sometimes even 4 carbonated beverages or sugar-sweetened beverages throughout the day. So just look at how much teaspoons you're exposing them to of sugar every single day. And we need to decrease the amount of sugar-sweetened beverages consumed on a daily basis and encourage children to drink water because water is the beverage of choice, like I said before. It has no sugar in it. So we need to reduce childhood obesity, and we're looking at reducing the amount of sugar-sweetened beverages children consume. We want to ban it in schools. That's what we're advocating. The HALT team, the Healthy Lifestyle team of the Cancer Society of the Bahamas.
In fact, the American Heart Association, through their research, have discovered wanting to promote healthy hearts in our children, put out that in addition to which we consume naturally when we're eating foods, fruits, etc., that we should not give our kids more than 6 teaspoons of additional sugar per day. So if we give them one of these to drink, and this has 10 teaspoons, we've already gone over the limit per day. Let that sink in a little bit.
And it's amazing because you could feel like you're doing something healthy for your child
Right.
by giving them a juice.
Right.
So this is pretty much with all juices, maybe like apple juice,
Any
grape juice,
other.
every kind of
It's so important to read the labels.
Mm-hmm.
And so this here is saying this here is 1 serving size. Okay, this is 1 serving size, but this has 41 grams of sugar.
Wow.
And you're not allowed more than 25 grams of additional sugar per day,
Okay.
which comes out to 6 teaspoons. This has more than 6 teaspoons. This has 10 teaspoons of additional sugars.
Okay. Yes, it's very important to know.
4 grams of sugar, that's 1 teaspoon of sugar. So that's how it's calculated.
Okay.
So the sugar packets, when we go out and that would contain 1 serving or 4 teaspoons.
Oh, okay, interesting.
4 grams, sorry. So here, you know, we tell persons the best is your 0 calorie, no sugar added water. And sometimes people say, you know, well, we need something, a little spice in the life, a little flavor added. And so there's no harm in adding fruits, vegetables to water, give it some flavor. And so we've added some orange to the water, cucumber, strawberries, blueberries, and lemon. So we're just going to give it a little taste test.
So Bianca, you want to start?
Yes.
The orange water?
Yes, thank you. And do these waters help the water, like, because I heard that lemon water was even better for you then, or cucumber water, is that even better for you when you start adding it, or?
So there's all these health benefits. So for instance, lemon water or orange infused water adds vitamin C. It boosts the immune system. So you have extra benefits when you infuse your water with fruits or vegetables.
Okay, good, and then it's not so boring too.
Yes.
But the same rules apply that you should make sure you wash your fruits properly. You do not need soap on your fruits, just good running water. If you do soap, sometimes the chemicals from the soap can stick onto the lining of the fruit, and then now you have soap residues going in your body. So we don't want you to be committing that sin by trying to do something else that's good. But clean fruits, and just make sure that your water is clean as well. And when you add these, let them stand for a little so that the flavor can be absorbed into the water, and then enjoy it, and enjoy it at the temperature that you like as well. In fact, let me enjoy some right now too.
Yes. So what are you drinking?
I'm drinking
Blueberries.
These blueberries are diced into half. And oh, I wish I could just pop one of those blueberries in my mouth, but I'm going to drink the water just to show you.
I've never had the orange water before, but this is delicious. This is really good.
It gives you a nice lift because the flavors in nature are actually flavors that our bodies look for and enjoy when we actually introduce them to our bodies. So start living naturally all over again.
Yes.
Yes. So we need to rethink our drink, and this is the perfect way to rethink your drink. Water. Cheers.
Cheers.
Long life and prosperity.
This is great.
Yeah, this is good.
This is refreshing.
This is so good.
Yes.
So we want to encourage everyone, if you can, to go to toomuchjunk.org. There's an e-petition out that we want everyone to go ahead and sign for the fight against childhood obesity. And so our start here, you know, it only takes a spark to get the fire going. So our spark here in the Bahamas is to reduce sugar-sweetening beverages in our kids by going to the schools and asking them to please reduce sugar-sweetened beverages. Waterful Wednesdays. Water only on Wednesdays in our schools. That's our spark in our fight against childhood obesity in the Bahamas.
Yeah, we have come to the end of our program today, but before we conclude, we need to talk about sugar again with Dr. Tony Frankson, and it's about the quantity and quality of sugar?
Yes, and it's simple. You don't need to add sugar to your diet except to make something just taste nice. Really, you will get your sugar by you eating your starchy foods in a right portion size. Your body enjoys the process of breaking down those starchy foods slowly into sugar, and it releases slowly into the absorption, into the body at a rate that the body can handle it. So it isn't a rush. And as such, what we say is never go on a diet that doesn't have a little starch in it. That's where you're going to get the energy and the sugar. And the protein will help to balance and moderate that breaking down process and that absorption process as well. And of course, if you are drinking water regularly, that also is going to make for a dilute environment in which the whole thing gets into your body at the rate that your body can handle it. So I don't want people to say that, oh, sugar is good for me, therefore I must go and have a teaspoon of sugar right now. Well, of course, if you're a diabetic and you're feeling low, you need that little sweeter right away or something like that. Yeah.
Bianca, the twin nurses, Patterson sisters, eh?
Oh yes, the Pattersons are going to be doing
yes,
a
they have done so, yes.
Oh yes, Dr. Copain.
So we are happy that they came along today, Nakara and
Natoya.
Nakara and Natoya. You bring wonderful guests to us all the time, Bianca.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much for doing that.
Yes, it's been a really great show.
And thank you, Dr. Frankson and Dr. Conliffe.
My pleasure,
Thank
my
you
pleasure.
so very much. Thank you for watching and listening to our program. Good evening, everyone.